you see behind me tonight, and those who you don't see quite yet, you're going to see in a little while. So tonight, as always, promises to be a very festive night of music. We're very, very happy to have you here at Sun Valley, and nothing puts you in the holiday spirit more than seeing a concert like you're about to see. I'm so much in the holiday spirit, I even invited my mom here, so my mom's here in the back row there, so we're going to watch this together. It might be the first round of applause for old Mrs. Sassy in a long time here. That's awesome. That's good stuff. Keep it going. All right. So I was just joking with these guys saying, Mrs. Moyer fell ill, I'm now conducting you guys, and they were like, no, please send out Mrs. Moyer. So I'm going to get off the stage here in a moment. Just want to give you a couple announcements. This show, we have a lot going on. They're going to have a lot of great performances this evening, so sit back and relax. I know many of you guys have received the QR code, which is our online program. It was on the door outside, and I know both teachers had pushed it out to a lot of the parents through email and different social media. So we expect you to be using your phones to follow along with the program, but if you could please silence them, that would be a big help for us tonight. We really do appreciate that. And I also want to take this opportunity to not only thank the Board of Directors and Superintendent Dr. Steinhoff, but also, very importantly, Mr. Pry and Mrs. Moyer for all their great work with our students here. So if you can join me in a round of applause, please. At this time, I want to introduce Dr. Steinhoff, the Superintendent of Schools.
Good evening, everybody. It's my pleasure as the Superintendent of School District to come out and be here tonight, and I get an opportunity to get to so many of the shows throughout the district, and I wanted to take an opportunity really to come out and on behalf of the entire school district, all of our employees, thank you for your support and for your interest in Pendelco, which we feel throughout the year. But we also want to extend really our warmest holiday greetings to all of you. We hope that this upcoming winter break is a wonderful one, it's a peaceful one, that 2019 is blessed for you and for the entire school community. We really feel fortunate to come into our schools every day and to teach these kind of wonderful kids that we have in the 6 schools in Pendelco. And whatever you're doing as parents and as relatives, keep up the great work, because it's our pleasure to work with these kids and to help get them ready for life. But again, we really want to wish all of you a wonderful holiday. I also wanted to come out tonight just to mention some good news for you relative to the auditorium and to the performances. As you know, we've been doing a lot of renovation throughout the high school. So we looked at the bathrooms a couple years ago, took care of the cafeteria, currently are dealing with the academic areas in our classroom, we'll be dealing with the athletic areas, but we didn't want to forget about the arts. And I anticipate that next month, the school board will be approving bid awards for a new performing arts auditorium that will be built from the ground on the western side of the school, so right out by the parking lot. We anticipate that we will be breaking ground on that this summer. It'll be an 18-month project. It will be an auditorium that will be able to hold the entire school so that we can have all of the high school students come down and be able to hear the kind of phenomenal performances and musicals and dance recitals and things that we have here that we should be proud of. And we want to thank the school district and the community for the continued support that we have, investing in our schools, making sure that they represent the community very well. We're excited about that. We anticipate that will go through next month. So we'll have this great show here tonight. We'll have one more show in the Sun Valley Auditorium next year, and the following year we'll be in the new Performing Arts Center. So thank you for your support. And where is And enough of me, but whoever Mrs. Sassy is, you're doing a great job as well. So back to your wonderful principal, and enjoy the show tonight. Enjoy your kids.
All right, folks, enough from us. I want to introduce to you Mrs. Moyer and the Sun Valley Choir.
In excelsis That was Zach Baltoro on the tambourine and Levi Duss on piano. So give another round of applause for this guy. Thank you. Okay, we're going to have a little set change here, and as they're moving, I'm going to talk to you. Welcome to the concert tonight. Thank you so much for being here. That last piece you just heard was entitled Cruci Fixus in Latin. It was actually an audition piece that we had to learn. Well, I make them kind of learn the district honor choir audition pieces so that I can send several of them to auditions. And it also, I think, ups the level of our choir. And that piece in particular is supposed to be sung by an honors choir. So they did a fabulous job. Can you give them another round of applause? The district honor choir that I'm talking about, Pennsylvania Music Educators Association hosts this district honor choir. And the kids go and they audition against other high schoolers in the area, in our district basically. So it's kind of Delaware County high schools. We had 11 students go and audition, and we had in every section, soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, 20 students make it into the honors choir. So out of the 11 students, we had 5 place 21st, so they were runners up. And then we had 3 place in the top 20. So we do have 3 students going to that festival. But I did want to mention that we did have 5 students. So the students that went and took the audition did rather well. But the 3 students that we have going are going to a festival in February at Westchester University. And those 3 students are Senta Johnson, and she up here, and Levi Doss, and Billy Fisher. So they'll be going to the festival in February, and they're going to take another audition that may move them on to region choir and then state choir. So if you come to our spring concert, we'll find out if any of them move on. But I wish them the best of luck, and it's a great experience. So thank you so much again for coming out tonight. This is our chamber choir. The first song we're going to sing for you is one of those district audition pieces, and it's called Just As the Tide Was Flowing. The choir has a lot of running 8th notes in it, so it's a lot of fun, right? I'm going to give them their notice. You can see for yourselves. It's very fun.
One morning in the month of May, down by some rolling river, a jolly sailor I did stray when I beheld
this microphone a little later. Hello again. I'm sorry we had to switch the basses have a little, they need to be a little bit louder. This is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. It's really fun, very challenging to learn. The harmonies are extremely close, and they did a great job learning this one, so I'm really proud of them. I hope you enjoy it.
take this one, she says. All right, so, you know, this is the part of the concert where we thank Miss Moyer for everything she's done, and the choir government, this was a collaborative effort between me, David, Amanda, and you know, we got input from the whole choir too, and we tried to pick out a gift for Mrs. Moyer that would really mean something. So there are no flowers because this is the winter concert, and flowers are a spring thing, so stay tuned for that. But, you know, we thought, you know, the choir does a fundraiser every year, and that fundraiser is cookie dough. So we got Mrs. Moyer cookie cutters, because she probably has a lot of that stuff. Wait, you don't? No, I meant a lot of cookie dough. So, okay, so you'll make the cookies with the cookie, and then you'll give me some. All of us. All right. Then every time someone in the choir uses hand sanitizer, Mrs. Moyer's like, "Wow, that smells really good," and it's like frequent. This is the thing that happens. So we got her not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but how many? No, we got her 5. No, we got her 5. 5 hand sanitizers. You had one job. You rehearsed this. Jeez, you know, sorry about that. And there's a gift card in there too. I was really nervous with the gift card because that part was my responsibility, and I went to Wawa, and I was like, I don't even know if Mrs. Moyer likes Wawa. And sure enough, I'm walking into Wawa, and Mrs. Moyer was walking out. She held the door for me when I came in, so I was like, success. So, we really hope you enjoy your gift. We're so thankful for everything you've done for us for these past 4 years. And, you know, it's, well, because the whole point was that there was a meaning to it. It had meaning. Yeah, right, wrap it up. Okay, Mrs. Moyer, thank you for all you do. We love you, and you're the greatest. On with the show.
I'll put my hand sanitizer down there. The next song we're about to play, and sing, and Abigail's going to play this. Thank you, Abigail. She's doing a great job. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've had several student conductors, and we're very lucky to have very talented students in here that can accompany the choir. So, real quick, Levi Doss has been playing piano, Sabrina. Sabrina Smith has been playing piano. And Abigail Doss has been playing piano for us. The next piece of music is Christmas in about 3 minutes. It's every Christmas carol you can probably think of in about 3 minutes. So I hope you enjoy it.
Over the river and through the woods. Here we come a caroling. Jack
guys don't know me. So today is my pop-up's birthday, Clifford Thompson. And I haven't wished him happy birthday yet. My mom was like, would you just call him already? And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna call him because I'll just do it in person. So I sing with all these people and I figured why not sing for him. So if everybody could kind of help me sing happy birthday to my pop-up, he's come to all my concerts and everything. And I just want to thank him for supporting me so much.
We did start a tradition here at Sun Valley. My first period choir, when there's a teacher and it's their birthday, we run out into their room and the whole first period choir piles into the room and sings happy birthday to them. So we've been spreading happy birthday cheer this year. So it's been fun. Thank you again for coming out. This is our last song. And we have a band. We have Zach on drums, Ryan Costigan on piano, and Levi Doss. Did I mix that up? Guitar, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm singing and not playing guitar. Ryan's playing guitar. Levi's playing piano, and Zach is playing drums. Oh my goodness. There's 103 of them. I do know all their names. I don't know what's going on right now. Maybe the hand sanitizer got to them. Okay. But thank you again. Thank you for spending time with us. Thank you for allowing me to teach your children. They're fabulous. And thank you so much.
They're absolutely outstanding. There you go, another round of applause for them. And pardon again for our little scene change. It is inevitable to have to do that. with the 100 or so choir members, and then the 60 or so band members, plus we have the percussion ensemble as well. So that's actually not a bad time for you to do what you just did, and meet a neighbor, meet and greet, and spread the cheer. In front of you currently is what we call our freshmen and friends. What started out as a freshman percussion ensemble class has now actually been added to some new students as potentially juniors who want to learn a new instrument in some of our cases here, or coming in from another school. So those are our and friends portions. So we have a few of those upperclassmen joining them playing a percussion instrument for the first time. So you will hear 3 tunes from a collection of Christmas songs done in different styles by the Freshmen and Friends Ensemble. First, we have Deck the Halls. Next up, we have a combination of O Come, O Come Emmanuel and We Three Kings, called O Come, Three Kings. Very clever title. Now, if you notice, I haven't done anything with them right now, so they're on their own. Not because I'm lazy, but more or less because they, as a musician, a lot of times it is so beneficial to actually do a lot of the communicating within the ensemble. You'll hear later on here with the rest of the band, I oftentimes say, I don't want to get in the way of you guys making music, but it's kind of one of those things, I have to be up here and look really awkward doing the thing. But for the small ensembles, they speed up, they slow down, and they play very expressively just by communicating with each other. And it is a musical conversation that these guys are doing oh so well, all three ensembles. So here's our last one, Good King Wenceslas, which I have called Good King What's His Name, Good King Applesauce, Good King, well, I don't even know, just make up something. But here is Good King Wenceslas. Ensemble. We're going to take one tiny little break because we have to get some of these instruments back up on stage. Maybe Dr. Steinhoff can get a teleporting xylophone for us to make that happen, but that's never a bad thing to have. Well, sometimes it is a bad thing to have not enough instruments. We just have so many kids and we do so many things with them. We have to be creative in the way that we move things in and out. So this is actually a really good time to recognize two individuals who have auditioned and made district band, which will take place in January at O&J Roberts High School. That is percussionist Zach Volturo. And actually bass clarinet Claudia Miller. That's her name. Cool. Also, I did want to point out, not only are we paperless as far as a program, we're also, we have, if you notice, there's beautiful background pictures too, not only the written stuff that we have in there with the students and the people in the ensemble and what we're doing and our special thanks and all that, but there's beautiful pictures behind those. Those pictures are from actually Colleen McCarthy's photo class. I walked out of digital music and I ran into these beautiful images of poinsettias and flowers and roses with lights behind them. So that is what's in there. And I just said, hey, can you help us out and let's just add color to this program. So when you look at that, they are just absolutely stunning. So I thank her for doing that real quickly, and Miss Moore and I are actually, it opened our eyes to more things we can do with programs, with interactive programs, rather than just sitting there with a piece of paper. It is okay. We're going to add some links in there sometimes and put imagery on there for what we're doing, possibly translations to German and Latin or Spanish text, whatever they happen to be singing or we happen to be playing. So we want to make this an enjoyable, not only for the ears, but so you can watch the things and you can see what's going on. So look for some great uses of technology. So it is okay to have your cell phones, just silence them, as Mr. Sassy had already told you. I'm going to stop talking because we are ready to go. I hope you enjoy the concert band. Yeah, that's one of our favorites to play. Dashing Through the Snow. It takes you through a whole lot of things, a whole lot of Christmas tunes in there, and it's just fun to play. And they play it so well. Awesome. Next up, we have "Stowaway on Santa's Sleigh." I don't know how it happens. I don't know how it works, but there is just a magic about Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, and all throughout this season that presents just get there. I don't know how he does it. I don't know, but he hits all those different places. I don't know how he does it. We're going to actually depict, I think, his route. We sort of mapped it out where he goes. We're going to play a whole lot of tunes from his magical journey, and hopefully you can name and figure out all the wonderful countries that he goes to. next up we have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Does anybody know where originally this came from? Anybody? Anybody? Definitely came from a musical. Which one? You would never guess it. This is from Meet Me in St. Louis. You got it over there? Oh, of course, Mrs. Pomerini. Of course you would get that, right? But it's funny because this comes at a very depressing time of the actual show, where the father of this turn of the century family gets a job in New York. They live in St. Louis, obviously, and has to leave for the family, blah blah blah, to get this. And the older sister is kind of trying to console the younger daughter, and it almost really doesn't work. It's a very depressing thing. It's supposed to be such an uplifting, have yourself a merry little Christmas, and you can just see the fighting of the tears and all that stuff. So thank goodness we've had so many other artists come through and actually do it justice in a different way. But what started out as actually depressing, there's actually really, there's some lines in there that were cut because they were even more depressing. We're going to not do that depressing one because this is more of have yourself a merry little Christmas. So whoever it is that, we could be, and I know we just did all our Christmas cards, and one of the things that I've been doing lately is we have some Valley band members that are currently serving in our armed forces, and they might not be around for their Christmases this year with their families as normal. And I know that families are going through that time with them right now, and being long distances. Some of them are sitting up here. But have yourselves a merry little Christmas, and fight through those tears, but knowing that there's such good things that they're doing out there, and we'll welcome them home when they come back. Merry Christmas. Um, there's something about and not only the band, but the choir, getting on stage, opening yourself up to you guys, which are all friends and family and things like that, but it's such a large group. And to open themselves up and to give themselves to you in a way that it's very difficult, and it takes a lot of courage for them to play with the feeling and the passion that they do, and to sing and to perform. So this isn't an easy thing to do for a lot of them, and what you saw tonight from both groups, again, they're giving themselves kind of to you for your enjoyment, but it's also for our enjoyment, because if you haven't noticed, all these musicians tonight have just absolutely loved doing what they're doing, and with each other. So, you know, I can speak for Nicole. I think that's our gift to you guys as an audience member and supporters of these fine young men and women. So thank you.
Alright, so you already saw this with the choir, but it's time for us to give us the prize gift. It's just kind of a way to say thank you to him for all he's done for not only the band, but us seniors the past 4 years. He's always been someone who's been able to really push us and get us to excel at the next level. And I've performed with a lot of different groups, and I know a lot of people from different schools, and I just don't really see that with other directors the way I see it with Mr. Pry. He's just making us completely better musicians and people. So thank you for that.
We're going to finish up with the group. Hold on a second, I'll be back. Much more festive. I left the pants at home. I'll wear those tomorrow for all the kids. I think they'll get a kick out of them more. I also wanted to, this whole outfit as a whole ensemble is a lot to look at for the time that you had to. So I'll just spare you here. But hey, Dad, did you ever get yours yet? Did Mom ever let you get? No. I got mine. Here's the Grinch, by the way. On behalf of Mrs. Moyer and myself, I'd like to thank again everybody for coming, supporting music education, and just the arts in general, and coming out here on such a wonderful night to see these great student performers. Keep continuing to come out to all the things that we have going on here, and safe trips, happy holidays, and we wish you the best of everything that life has to offer. We'll play something on the way out. So thanks for coming again.